So you want to be able to do a cool calisthenics trick, but you do not want to change up your entire gym routine and train like someone who only does calisthenics. I have the best exercise for you, which is beginner friendly, easy to do and looks impressive. The Skin the Cat. It is great for your shoulder mobility, but it is also the perfect stepping stone if you want to do the back lever or the walk around the world. The only material you will need to learn Skin the Cat is a playground like this. To start off on a high bar is kind of scary, at least in my opinion. That is why we're going to start. I hate to say this, but you need to warm up. But just hang on a bar for like 20 to 30 seconds. What is available for you? Just move your head back, forwards a bit. Get into that motion. Get your shoulders feeling comfortable. Warm them up a bit and just do one rotation and back. I was kidding with that last part, but seriously, within an hour you should be able to do the Skin the Cat. So let's get into it. Don't tell this to anyone, but actually you do not need any basic strength to do the Skin the Cat. It is just a mobility exercise. You will need a bit of ab coordination. You should be able to contract the right muscle at the right time, but you don't need to have been going to the gym for months and months before you can do this exercise. So how can we start doing the Skin the Cat today? Sit on the ground. The bar should not be higher than this. Find a playground with a bar like this. What you're going to do next is push your legs up from the ground like this and sit over the bar. This is already the first progression. Just hang here. It doesn't matter if you can go all straight like this. Just get a bit comfortable in this position. The next step then will be is to really slowly rotate backwards. Just throw, just like you roll, you're going to hurt your own foot. So as slow as possible, rotate down and sit on the ground. Basically, you've just done the hardest step of the Skin the Cat. You now know how it feels to be a bit uncomfortable in the back part of your shoulders, and it did not even feel that bad, did it? So we are going to repeat this a couple of times. Sit on the ground, jump up, hang knees, hang your foot over the bar, slowly rotate. The next progression is going to be as follows. We are once again going to jump up and rotate. Let's get on to each here. Don't let this. Now we're going to jump up, back is here. And if this feels easy, you can do a couple reps. So come back, jump up, knees over, down, jump. For the next progression, you want to pick a bar which is just a bit higher than yourself. You could go for the highest bar possible, but why make it so difficult for yourself? You're already comfortable rotating backwards and moving up. Only part we need to learn now is to get into that position with our foot over the bar. How are we going to get there? You can first begin with just jumping up. Just hang, jump, and foot over the bar. Okay, once again, just hang around a little bit. And we're going to do the exact same thing. Extremely slowly. Knees tucked in, it's really important, makes it easier. Rotate, 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 rotate. Foot let loose. The next step would be to go from a hang into the position, so you're not using momentum, you're not jumping up. A lot of people struggle here because they find leg raises difficult. They cannot do leg raises toes to bar, but you don't need to. You're going to initiate the movement from your lats and from your knees. So what do I mean with this? We don't want to initiate the motion from our shoulders, that our shoulders need to do the work. That is way too hard. I cannot do that myself. But we can kind of cheat our way up there. We're going to hang, going to pull ourselves up and tuck our knees in at the same time. So it should look something like this. So we're hanging just like that. So you initiate out of your back. You already bring your entire body up with your back. It turns more into a row instead of a pull-up. So You hang, pull knees, and then you can put one leg over and the other. If you come this far, you're already there. From this point, it's easy. So, once again, rotate as slowly as possible. And you can try to sit here for a few seconds before you let loose. Now, the last thing that we need to check off is the eccentric part of the movement. To get back on the bar, how we're going to do this. Jump! Knees over the bar. Once again, rotate. Jump. Knees over the bar. So we're going to initiate the curling back parts out of our back and out of our knees. So we are going to be in that stretch position and try to pull ourselves more horizontally with our back. At the same time, we're going to make ourselves as small as possible by tucking that knees in. And I want to keep hammering on that point. Your knees make the difference. If you keep your legs extended, then you're not going to succeed. You need to tuck your knees in. It makes it like 50-60% easier. Do this all in one row. Hang on the bar, dead hang, pull with knees, over the bar, slowly rotate, knees in, extend, knees back, pull, stretch, dead hang, stand. That was a skin the cat. And of course, you want to not put your foot over the bar, but maybe if you're a beginner, you can do this for a while. And in the end, so without pausing, you should look something like this. And yeah, it looks a bit goofy because I have tall legs. My legs do not fit under the bar, so I need to step around with one foot first. If you're tall like me, okay, unfortunate, but don't let it stop you. If you're shorter, that's just a nice bonus. It looks a bit more smooth, but it doesn't matter. You've just doubled your shoulder mobility with this exercise a step further. The first one is the supinated grip. The pulling up part will be a bit easier now. Pull, knees over the bar, stretch out. Second one being, if you just do a normal skin the cat, is to, pull your legs straight and as high as possible. Why? If you want abs like me, bro, this definitely helps because your abs are stabilizing this whole part, but now you're also doing a leg raise at the same time. It's brutal for your abs. If you want extra definition in that area, definitely include this progression as well. If this video helped you, please don't forget to do like, subscribe, help the algorithm stuff. I want to keep making these videos, so also give me some value back. Have a nice day. Send this video to your friends so they can also start doing this exercise. Check out the video I will post next week about doing the walk around the world. This is the next progression of the skin the cat, but now you've laid the foundation. Now we can do the back lever, the walk around the world, but just make sure that this is stable. Do it a few times a week and we can work from that on.